DeAndre Campos is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
DeAndre Campos.
Digging in, Francisco Mejia. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit to short. Simeon's there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now at the plate, Bradley Zimmer, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Bradley Zimmer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Hit hard to short. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Starling Marte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Starling Marte.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Missed with a slider.
Wow, that was a pretty good 2-strike slider right there. I think that would fool them, and the umpire too.
The 1-2. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And foul, though it had the home run distance. The 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3 as the lead holds. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jose Ramirez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ramirez gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that misses 1-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
The 1-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. 1-1 to count to Jake Lamb. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Jake Lamb connects for a 2-run home run. His second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, as always, he wanted to spot that sinker at the knees or lower, but this one was up in the zone. So it's like a flat fastball that didn't move. Those usually go a long way.
Now batting, shortstop.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Lindor.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Lindor carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. All even at 2 and 2. Here it is. Up around the face.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3 and 2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2 and 2. That one wasn't even close.
Tomlinson fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So striding forward now, Jason Kipnis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jason Kipnis.
That's popped up. Semien is there, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Striding in, Tyler Naquin. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Hazelbaker's under it. 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, Francisco Mejia. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. And there's ball 2 now.
1 strike, the count.
Nipped the corner. 2 and 2. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3 and 2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Hazelbaker is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. Striding in once again, Bradley Zimmer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
That's a ball.
And there's ball one. 2 out, nobody on.
That's up.
Popped him up. Lucroy has a play. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They lead it, though, by a count of 12-6.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
12-6, the final tally here. The Cleveland Indians scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Danny Salazar earns win number 4 on the season. Zach McAllister takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan. DeAndre Campos will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Starling Marte is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game.
Leading off for Cleveland.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. His average sits at 296 entering play. 5 homers and 25 driven in. And here's a ball hit in the air.
Heading after it is Piscotty, but no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jose Ramirez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Lucroy has it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. There's a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So one run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Standing in, Tyler Naquin is 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 0-1. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
1-1. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So stepping in, Francisco Mejia. It was a walk in his last trip. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
In the dirt here, goes to third with it, and he nails him at third. Great throw. 1 left for the Tribe. No change in the score. It's so digging in now, Francisco Mejia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Knuckleball taken inside for a strike. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he is in there.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Drury is right there, and the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. So a big moment in the ball game here. Starling Marte, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Semien into shallow center. He gets there, but he missed it. He's safe at the plate. They've broken through to take the lead.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. Attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. A ball and a strike. Marte, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Marte off for second. In there, now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The 1-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. High in the air down the right field line. Piscotty on his horse. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Count even now at 1-1.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Piscotty's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Tyler Lyons claims the win out of the pen, his first. Andrew Miller hammers down the save, his league leading.
A manager checks in with his ball club. Player's agent calls to touch base. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere.
DeAndre Campos gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
DeAndre Campos.
In now, number 13. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
And he lays off for ball 1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Upton over at second. Castillo at first, 1 gone. And he'll step off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A little bouncer. Another 1-2 delivery. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance. Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Angels get just the 1. Now to the plate, Taylor Ward. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Tommy Canely will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Oakland A's took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Sean Manaea earns his 8th victory of the season. Emilio Pagan earns the save out of the bullpen. DeAndre Campos is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Digging in now, Justin Bour. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that's off his leg on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. A's bullpen does its job. 8th inning coming up. The A's lead it 5-1. At the plate, Castillo. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's Reimer Liriano. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Popped him up. And there's out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping into the box, Jordan Pacheco. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
1 run, 9 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
On the fists and a jam shot to the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. They're down here 5-1. Back now at the big end. Jose Alvarado, a 6-foot 2-inch left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just...
DeAndre Campos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
DeAndre Campos.
Striding into the box, Gordon Keith get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout. Started that swing a bit too early.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Powell's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
27. Trout.
First offering on its way. Scorched to third. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 1-1 home.
Straight up.
Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. Campos with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down. Stepping up now, Justin Bohr, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Justin Bohr.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he offers it the circle change and misses 0-1.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
The 0-2 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Powell is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. We've played 8 full. Angels lead it 1-0.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove for the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Angels took the lead in the second. DeAndre Campos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
DeAndre Campos.
Here's Echeverria now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Now here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hazelbaker arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Into the box now, Taveras. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knuckleball that dances right over the outside corner for a strike. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance? Jose Trevino. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. So 1-1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3. Rangers set down in order. This ball game still tied 5-all. Daniel Kalum enters to do.
Now pitching for Oakland, number 35, Daniel Kalum.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
DeAndre Campos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
DeAndre Campos.
At the plate, Julio Martinez. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike one to start the at-bat. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bouncer up the middle. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his third hit of the game. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Boy, not a bad way to end the month. He gets his third hit of this game, and I'm not so sure, Mark, he's going to look forward to the calendar flipping to the next month.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dan, you get 3 knocks the last day of the month, you're feeling frisky heading into the next 30 days.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Standing in, Taveras. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home, fouled away. Campos certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Matty Hebo, we're looking for velo. We're looking for velocity. That's what this guy is, but unfortunately what comes with him is command and control tends to leave him at times. He can get a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts, but he can also walk a ton of guys.
In now, Tom Holliday as he'll come up empty as he tried to hunt down the knuckleball at strike one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Tom Holliday goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Martinez on second. Trevino at first. 2 out in the inning. To short. Simeon's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Rangers leave a pair. They're up 5-1.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
5-1 the final total in today's game. Texas took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Nate Eovaldi earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Drew Smyly couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.
pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
DeAndre Campos takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 99, DeAndre Campos.
Here's George Springer. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Number 4, George Springer.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Next up for the Stros, Alex Bregman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Now batting,
Evan Gattis now standing in as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 0-2 the count to Evan Gattis.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Hazelbaker will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Houston. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now batting, Jose Martinez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Jose Martinez.
Check swing called strike. 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Here's Jake Marisnick.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jake Marisnick.
No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that's in there. Base hit.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Now batting.
Derek Fisher the next to bat, as he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike one. Off is Marisnick. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jose Altuve. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here it comes on 1-1. Back to the mound. Tough play for Simeon, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. And that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 2 left for the Astros. Score remains tied 1-1. Jose Alvarado has been summoned from the bullpen.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Oakland.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. As the sun begins to descend toward the desert floor, we welcome you inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the first of 2 in this interleague matchup between the Oakland A's and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Shelby Miller, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
At the plate, Delino DeShields. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins. But at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Hit down the third base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
3-2 now. 3-2 pitch. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, there's no doubt the skill set of Delino DeShields is something to keep an eye on. This guy has world-class speed, guys. He can fly. I love watching him run. So if you like watching a guy take over a game with his legs, he's your guy.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ketel Marte.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. So 1-1. Popped high in the air. Drury is there for it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there are 2 gone now. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and it's a foul ball. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. On to the second inning here in the desert. Now in the box, Steven Souza.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks.
Here comes the first pitch.
Right fielder, Steven Souza.
And that one stayed too low apparently. Souza drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Yonhervis Solarte stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Hit on the ground out to short. Barreto's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Settling in now, Derek Dietrich. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Popped him up. Lucroy is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The pitcher, DeAndre Campos, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. In there for strike 1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now at the plate, Charlie Culberson. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Piscotty will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. So here now is the pitcher, Shelby Miller. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit. No. And here's the second generation big leaguer, Delino DeShields. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count. 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3-1 the count now. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Down the third baseline. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Into the box now, Ketel Marte. He popped out in his first trip.
Ketel Marte.
Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
3-2 full count. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Mata on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And by the time he recovers, they'll have no play on him at first. It's an infield single. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona. Steven Souza comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Bogarts, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike.
Playing 11.
Two and one now to Steven Souza.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mata is there. And that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no. Now to the plate, the pitcher, DeAndre Campos. Miller's ready. First pitch on the way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Lifted down the line in left. Dietrich moving forward. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yonhervis Solarte, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Line drive to center field. Powell is right there, 1 down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box now, Derek Dietrich. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Called strike 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Now batting, catcher, Alex Avila.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no. Coming to the plate now, Charlie Culberson. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mata is under it. 1 down. Up next for Arizona, Shelby Miller. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shelby Miller.
A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Popped him up. Schimpf is calling for it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Delino DeShields. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. 7th inning coming up. It's the A's. Next to hit will be the pitcher, DeAndre Campos. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens. Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Here comes the first pitch. That knuckleball dances over the inside corner.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. And this guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
And quickly, there are 2 away. Ready once again, Steven Souza. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Fastball in there for a called strike. And he fouls this one off. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And it's fouled away. Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Now at the plate, Yonhervis Solarte. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. First offering on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Standing in now, Derek Dietrich. As he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. And he will make it in at third. He's got himself a 1-out triple.
Every coach will tell you when you're down by 2, you don't want to take too many chances on the base pass. Regardless, he hustles into third for the triple, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Digging in once again, Alex Avila.
Catcher number 5, Alex Avila.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Schimpf shading to his right. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in, Charlie Culberson. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Left side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Stepping into the box, DeAndre Campos. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the third base line. This is foul for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. This one's down to third. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful.
Your attention, please. Leading up the bottom of the ninth for the Diamondbacks.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it, and that's the first out of the inning. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Popped him up. In comes Piscotty. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty coming in. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Ketel Marte. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes
the catch is made, and the A's have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Oakland rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. DeAndre Campos earns win number 4 on the season. And it's a dandy, a complete game 3-hit performance. Shelby Miller pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
They left 17 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base.
A young pitcher is called into his manager's office after a notable performance. A pitcher receives kudos from his coach after a memorable appearance. A player receives an update from his representative.